Hey everybody, Pete Holman reporting for PT on the net. The anterior cruciate ligament is a ligament in the center of the knee that helps stabilize the femur over the tibia. In aggressive contact sports, the ACL can be stretched or torn following hits to the leg. Many contact ACL injuries are unavoidable and hazards of playing the game. However, ACL injuries can also occur in the absence of contact. These are the type of injuries we're going to try to prevent today. I'm going to show you 3 exercise progressions that focus on strength, balance, and deceleration. It's going to help you and your clients prevent ACL injuries. Let's get started. The first series is a strength training progression, and we're going to start with a single leg glute bridge. This is a great exercise because it activates the hamstrings and the glutes. The hamstrings are a secondary restraint, helping provide stability to the knee from the backside. Now, as you're performing this exercise, it's imperative that you engage the external rotators and the core musculature around your abdominal hoop to make sure your pelvis remains in a neutral position. Once your clients show proficiency on the single leg glute bridge, advance them to where their shoulders are elevated on a bench. The bench is going to activate even more posterior chain musculature, and it's going to increase the amount of work done because of the distance traveled. And the final progression in this series is to put the foot on a stability ball. Now, the stability ball is going to activate even more posterior chain musculature, and it's really going to allow you to create a high tension loads without any undue force going through the knee or the hip joint. All right, let's take a look now at the balance training progression. The balance training progression is a great way to increase single leg stability and support for both sides and clear up any asymmetries. The first exercise is just a sagittal plane swing. Notice you don't want to extend and flex at the spine. You want to make sure your core locks that spine in neutral. All the motion is driven from the hip. Once you've got the front to back, we're going to go side to side. That's the coronal plane or the frontal plane. This is going to really work the hip abductors on both sides, stability on the left side and mobility on the right. And notice, you don't want to add any rotation right now because that's going to come next. We've got to make sure we can nail this frontal plane stability. And then finally, we're going to get a crescent leg swing in. Now, you're not going to rest in between these 3 series. You're going to go front, side, and then crescent. Very important to keep the knee stacked up over the foot. The downside hip is working hard right now. You're rotating through the hip, not through the pelvis, spine, or shoulders. All that's locked in a neutral position. Great stability exercise for the single leg there. And then finally, let's look at a deceleration training progression. Deceleration is usually where the ACL non-contact injuries occur. So the first thing is just a squat jump, and you guys are familiar with this. You want to make sure the knees are lined up over the feet. But what a lot of people don't realize is that the spine position is critically important as well. So I like to pause at the bottom range of motion on these jumps. Now, once you've got the sagittal plane jump, we go to a frontal plane jump, okay, where we've got a little bit of lateral agility going on here. Again, the knees are stacked up over the feet. And then we're going to advance this to jumping over an obstacle. And this old man with 11 knee surgeries I'm doing my best to keep those knees lined up, but hopefully your clients can even do a better job than I'm doing. This final progression in this series is going to be a lateral skater. Single leg stability and support. This is the deceleration drill of all deceleration drills because you've got all those lateral forces. You've got to make sure the knee lines up over the foot and the hip. And as you speed up, it's a great way to train body mechanics and position for deceleration. By no means is this a comprehensive list of ACL injury prevention exercises. However, these are 3 great progressions to help get you started. Thanks for joining, and until next time, Pete Holman signing off for PT on the Net.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below. If you have any questions about 3 exercises to help prevent ACL injury, or in general, please leave a comment and we will do our absolute best to answer you. And if you want any more information about PT on the Net or Pete Holman, click on the links in the description. Subscribe to our channel. We upload a video every week.